Flavor family, what is up? It is Art and Bobby back at the grocery store because look at this giant wall of oils right here. There are so many options for cooking oils at the store, and I feel like a lot of us don't really understand the differences in oils, when to use them, and the really good ones from the really bad ones. So I want to go over these and tell you what to look for, what to buy, what to avoid, but most importantly, why, right? So before we do that, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. But there is a bell icon right below the video. Enable all notifications, because every single week, 3 to 4 videos are dropping on this channel, and if you get the enabled notifications, you'll get a push as soon as we go live, especially for those live streams. Those are super fun, you guys. So let's start at what I call the worst of the worst. So if you're cooking with canola oil, Crisco, corn oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, soybean oil, any of these oils on this wall right here, man, oh man, I want you to stop doing that immediately, because when you talk about something like vegetable oil or something like corn oil, there's a few problems here, my friends. Number one, it's GMO. All vegetable oil are blends that comes from either corn or soy, and that's a problem because it's GMO corn or soy. Go ahead. So that's problem number one. Problem number two is that these oils right here are highly processed, come over here, Art, and highly refined, right? When you take canola, also called rapeseed oil in Europe, you take a plant, say corn, say soybean, say sunflower. You highly process and highly refine it at super high heat. Why do they use super high heat? They want to extract all the oil from the plant. They also use a chemical known as hexane. It's a solvent that extracts all of the oil out of the plant. They say none of that solvent is left behind. I don't buy it. So this stuff is so highly processed, you actually alter the fatty acid into something that's really bad for you, and it's so processed it's highly inflammatory. So this is bad for so many reasons, and I know why people use it, right? It's a relatively cheap oil. That's why it's cheap, because it's very cheap to make. It's also good for high heat cooking and for no flavor cooking, right? This adds no flavor to the food, which is good when you're frying chicken, when you're making, say, a stir fry, but it's so devastating to your health. I don't want you to eat that. So what do we do to replace that? Well, the first step would be, if you still want to get canola oil or something like sunflower oil, come over here. You look for something that has this word right here. This is your golden ticket, my friends. Expeller pressed. It's still canola oil, right? But it's expeller pressed. So what does that mean? Well, sometimes I get a little foggy. Maybe I should pull out the brand new Bobby approved shopping guide that just launched on the Kindle store, and I type in the search feature here, and I write expeller pressed. And it takes me to the cooking oils section, and it says, only expeller pressed non-GMO oils are the way to go. Expeller pressed means that it's not highly processed and highly refined at high heat. It's just done with a press. This, my friends, is a new Bobby approved shopping guide. It's available on the Kindle store. The link is down below. This has been a work in progress because I took all the information from every single video we've ever made, put it into an ebook shopping guide organized by stores like Costco, Aldi, Walmart, Trader Joe's, organized by categories: canned food, dairy, soup, frozen food, and organized by master ingredient list. So you can type in any kind of ingredient or any kind of store and search by that. And the best thing is, you buy it once, it'll update for free in perpetuity every 1 to twice a month, because new information, when it comes available from YouTube, will push straight to the book. So eventually we'll have every single ingredient covered at the grocery store and online. So check it out in the description box below. So expeller pressed is great because it's not highly processed like canola oil, and it's good for deep fat frying and for sauteing, because when you're deep frying, you're going to use a lot of oil. You don't want to spend a lot of money on, say, like a best-in-class oil like avocado, because it's going to cost a fortune. The thing is, this is still expensive. I found Amazon products that have expeller pressed non-GMO canola, safflower, sunflower oil. I'll put the links down below. These are not everyday oils that I would cook in. It's only when you're doing deep frying or pan frying, because it still requires a lot of oil and it won't break the bank, and it's not nearly as toxic as the regular canola, safflower, or sunflower, or corn oils. This is probably one of the healthiest, heart-healthy oils you can get at the grocery store. It's called algae oil. It is fantastic for you. It's really good for your heart, and it's good for high heat cooking. The thing is, it's expensive. It's $11.49. I'm gonna try to find an Amazon bottle that's cheaper. It's a great substitute for canola oil because it is a neutral flavored oil, meaning it has no flavor. It can handle super high heats, and it's really, really tasty for you. It just is a bit cost prohibitive. So what do you do if you want an alternative to that? Well, you come over here. I can't believe they don't have more of this here at Mariano's, but the baby bottle, oh my God, this is $13 for the baby bottle. Forget about the price for a second. Avocado oil is the best substitute for canola oil because once again, it's a no flavor heat. It has a neutral flavor, a no flavor oil. It's a neutral flavor. Why does that matter? When you're making certain dishes, you don't want the flavor of olive oil or coconut oil going in there. Avocado is great because it has no flavor. It also has a high smoke point. What does that mean? That's the point at which the oil starts to degrade and burn. This is very high. So you can grill, sear, char, or deep fry with this. The thing is, don't buy it at a normal grocery store. Get it either at Costco. They have a big jug for a fantastic deal, or on Amazon. I have a link down below for Tropical Acres avocado oil. You get a huge, I think it's a half-gallon jug for a ridiculous price. And the really cool thing about avocado oil too is that it raises your good cholesterol, the HDL, and it lowers the bad one, the LDL. So I use this stuff on a daily basis. Now, let's start venturing into funky monkey kind of oil land here. So this is very popular stuff, truffle oil, right? Truffles are very expensive, and people think they're infusing actual truffles in here. This is always infused with truffle flavor. They use very little real tartuffos or truffles. They actually use truffle natural flavor, so it's synthetic. I would not get it unless it's real infused truffles, which you can only really get at specialty stores. Even stuff like flavored oils. Like if I look around here and I look at, here, this is lemon infused extra virgin olive oil. What do you think? They're putting like lemon peels in here and steeping it? No, they're putting, don't hide from me, I'll find you. See, lemon natural aroma. It's another word for natural flavor. So I would just avoid these. Make your own infusions at home. Now, there is a difference, if we come over here, Art, let's switch sides, between this coconut oil and this coconut oil. This is the kind I typically only use. It's virgin, cold-pressed, unrefined coconut oil. This is refined coconut oil. The only advantage to refined coconut oil is that it doesn't have quite as much of a coconutty flavor because it's processed a bit. The problem is that processing does damage some of the health benefits of this coconut oil. Some people get afraid about this because it's a saturated fat. This falls under the category of good saturated fat. Coconut oil is an amazing saturated fat that's high in lauric acid, which is so good for your heart. If you want to learn more about this, watch our cooking oils video from last year at Costco. We break down this and olive oil and other stuff. Very, very good stuff, but this is not a bad fat. This is good. Don't get scared off by that. Another good fat you should not get scared off by is ghee. And I really want you to look for grass-fed ghee. I'm not sure this is 100% grass-fed and grass-finished. We'd like to know that. They also have grass-fed ghee at Aldi. The reason why? Grass-fed, pasture-raised cattle is where it's at. High amount of omega-3s, great CLAs, conjugated linoleic acids. This is a healthy saturated fat. Something happened in the 20s. Well, I know what happened. Big agricultural money came into the government and said, hey, let's start propping up refined plant oils and tell people saturated oil is bad, saturated fat is bad. Heart attacks never were recorded in history prior to 1930-ish. As soon as people started eating this, heart attacks and heart disease started skyrocketing. It's because they started perpetrating refined cooking oils and canola oils, and they told us to stop eating saturated fat. This is great stuff. If it was good enough for grandma, it was good enough for you. Now, Art, look at this. Woo! We got a wall. We got a wall of spray oils, right? So you might be like, well, Bobby told me it's okay to get avocado oil. So I'm going to get this one right here. No, Bobby didn't say this is okay because, what kind of bottle? This is your traditional aerosol propellant canister. So this actually uses propellant chemicals to get the oil out. But I was super cool to see that Pam now has non-propellant avocado oil spray. So this is what you want to get. Wait a second, you guys. Wait, everything I just said, take it back. This actually has propellant in here. You tried to fool me, Pam. They put it in a bottle that looks like it's propellant free. Okay, this is a no-go, my bad. But look at this, at Mariano's, woohoo! A 2-pack of propellant free, non-aerosol spray extra virgin olive oil, or this is just olive oil, extra virgin, yeah, for $6.49, scoop this. This is a great heart-healthy oil. It's fantastic for the price. That's what you want to see. And even though this canola oil here is propellant free, it's canola oil. It's processed, it's GMO. You don't want that, okay? Oh my God, look at this. They have grass-fed ghee in a spray bottle, but stop. Howdy-do. It's with sunflower and olive oil. So the headline gets you, but then you look at the ingredients. Organic sunflower oil, it's not expeller press. You always gotta read the ingredients, you guys. Really tricky stuff. All right, let's end this video with a fantastic polyunsaturated fat known as olive oil. So, olive oil gets a really bad rap because somehow people thought that it degrades at very low heat temperatures, it has a low smoke point, and it causes cancer. That is total nonsense, you guys. I talk about this in the Costco cooking oil video. Olive oil can have a smoke point from 350 to over 400. You can deep fat fry at 350 degrees. Heck, when I was in Rome, in the Jerusalem, in the Israeli quarter, having Jerusalem artichokes fried, it was in olive oil. It's totally fine. The thing is, know where your olive oil comes from. That's the bad part. It can be blended from certain parts of the world that has inferior oils. So know your oils. Like this, California olive oil is a fantastic brand, right? This is a finishing olive oil. When it's extra virgin, that's not the kind of oil you want to cook with. The only caveat to that is Costco has a fantastic big bottle of organic extra virgin olive oil. I actually use that to cook with. It's great. But this is more of a finishing oil. If you're going to get a regular olive oil for cooking, you got to know that it's good. And a brand like this or another kind of mass market one might not be the best. But I certainly want you guys to stay away from light olive oils like this or light olive oils like that. Because what are they doing to make it light? They're actually straining and processing the oil to get rid of that bold olive oil flavor, and they're making it more mild. You don't want that. You're better off using avocado oil if that's the case. So I would definitely get this. There's some really good bottles of olive oils to cook with on Amazon. I'll put the link down below. But when it comes to a finishing extra virgin olive oil, just try different ones that you like. This is for drizzling over pasta. This is for drizzling over steak or meat at the or pork or fish at the end. This is for making salad dressings with. This stuff is great. It's heart healthy. Don't believe the hype. Olive oil is where it's at, you guys. All right, Flavor family, that is it. That was pretty much my rant on cooking oils because there's so many cruddy ones out there. I don't want you putting those in your body, in your family's body. But check out the Costco cooking oils video. It's gonna go below us in 1 second. There's tons of info on there. Like, subscribe, and share. Spread the love. The only way our channel grows is by you spreading the love. But Art and I got 2 more videos below us right now, and we leave you like we always do. Hashtag keep on cooking, mad love, and peace.